Nowadays, China demands respect, and over time it's becoming clear that the UK has begun to understand how better to offer it. The ground for this visit was laid last December when David Cameron visited Premier Li in Beijing, his arms open to any offers of Chinese investment. What Beijing wanted was for British politicians to acknowledge their place in the world.
Both China and the UK should have mutual respect and treat each other as equal and respect the core interests of each other. We should go further and strengthen the mutual political trust and make sure the bilateral relations develop towards the right direction.
Which is easy to read as, please can you stop visiting the Dalai Lama and telling us how to behave if your economy is so desperate for our help. As recently as 2008, when the Beijing Olympics took place, people here at Westminster would have seen it very much their right, if not their duty, to remind China of its obligations under international human rights law. Of course, 2008 was the year the financial crisis began, and it turned out the Chinese economy was far better protected than that of the UK. This visit then, just 6 years later, provides some pretty good evidence of exactly how quickly the balance of power has shifted. The consequence of these things is that Beijing can insert itself into a debate about whether London's main airport, Heathrow, should have another runway. Environmentalists hate the idea, but Heathrow's partly owned by China's sovereign wealth fund. China's heavily involved as well in the UK's desire for more nuclear energy. But the real prize here for Beijing is access to London's financial services industry, which will be where China will launch its currency onto international trading floors.
It needs that expertise. It doesn't understand how currencies trade. Its currency is largely restricted from open market competition or open markets. So it needs our expertise, which clearly is a good thing for Britain.
The coming days then will see this visit being played up by politicians as proof that Britain's open for business. Yet China now seems to regard the UK as less significant than France or Germany, whose exports are prized by China's middle classes. The big new relationship, though, is further east still. Russia's $400 billion gas deal with China makes this visit look pretty small in comparison. Laurence, Al Jazeera, London.